And we got about 4 seconds here, 3 seconds, and there we go. So there's a winner and everything has worked out perfect. Hey everybody, Mark here. Welcome back to the channel. We're going to be talking about a brand new strategy that uses a 1 minute time frame, a 1 minute expiry, and 4 indicators inside of Pocket Option. So I've got the whole list over here for you. I call it the 1 minute cross. It's a EMA period of 4, a 17 period EMA, the stochastic oscillator, the parabolic SAR, 1 minute time frame, 1 minute expiry. Okay, and I'll go ahead and show you how to set this up. So it looks something like this once you have everything set up. And also I didn't mention that we're going to be using the Heikin candles for this strategy. Okay, so first thing over here on the chart types, make sure to have Heikin selected, and for the time frames, select M1. Now for the expiry over here, we're going to set this to 1 minute. You can use live markets if you want to, because it's only a 1 minute expiry. So you can use, you don't have to use OTC if you don't want to. So you can trade this during the New York Stock Exchange open hours, New York or London session, whatever you want to do. And the strategy should work just fine. Okay. For the indicators, let's come over here to the indicators list. And we're going to be choosing the moving average, but we're going to select this 2 times because we're going to have 2 moving averages applied to the chart. The first one is going to be a 4 period moving average. The next one is, well, this is going to be an EMA for the type of moving average. Okay, sometimes this is selected, SMA is selected by default, but just make sure to come in here and select EMA. Now for the styles, we're going to choose 2 pixels. And I'm using the turquoise color. I mean, that looks pretty good to me. And I'll go ahead and click Save. Now for the second moving average, let's go ahead and edit the settings for this. We're going to have a 17 for the period. And the moving average type is also going to be EMA. Okay. Now for the styles, I'm choosing the color white with a 2 pixel line width. All right. And parabolic SAR. Now, for the parabolic SAR, there's one change that you can make to make things a little bit easier, but you don't really have to do this. But sometimes I'll go into the settings for the parabolic SAR. And for the styles, I'll change this from 1 pixel to 2 pixel. And you can see that those little dots there show up, and they're just a lot easier to see. Okay. Now we're going to be using the stochastic oscillator. So make sure to go ahead and select that from the indicators menu as well. Now for the stochastic, there's really not a whole lot of changes that we're going to be making to this, so the default settings will work just fine. And make sure that you have the high, the overbought, and the low down here, the oversold area on the indicator. This should show a level of 80% at the top and a level of 20% at the bottom. Okay? All right, so let's go ahead and jump in here and get started. What I'm going to do is go through some different assets here and find something that I like. We don't want a market that's too choppy, just something that has lots of nice balanced movement, not too many long wicks of the candles, just some really nice up and down movement that we can see. We've got a lot of different choices here to choose from, so we're going to have to choose one for this video. I'm using the demo account. And so I recommend practicing this on demo before you guys do any kind of real live trading using real money. Okay. All right, so everything looks pretty good. We're just going to go ahead and pick a chart, and let's just kind of look at the chart and kind of find out what makes a good setup and when we should think about entering the market. So with the parabolic SAR, I've made videos about this before. When we have the dots on the top of the price, we can see, or usually see, the price going down, right? We see a trend coming down. Now, when the dots are below the candles or below the price, we can start to see that price going upward. You see that? It's just kind of going on an upward trend. And over here, the dots are above the price, and of course, the price is coming down, all right? So that's one indicator, but the other indication is when we see these 2 moving averages that we've added to the chart, when they intersect, when they cross each other. So there's two things that can happen. The turquoise line here can cross over the white line going down, or that turquoise line can cross up over that white moving average line right there. So now, depending on what happens, if it's crossing down, well, that's indicating that we may be on our way down. But if it's crossing up, then it means that we're on our way up, right? So this is, we've got, plenty of good indications here of where the market might be going. Now, the stochastic oscillator, I want to go into this real quick. Instead of waiting for the stochastic to be overbought and then selling, we're waiting for that stochastic to be overbought or close to the overbought area, and then we're actually going to buy. So it's really switched around the other way. But we're not going to fully depend on the stochastic oscillator. We're also going to be looking at the moving averages up here on the chart as well. So without further ado, let's go ahead and prepare to actually enter a live trade so I can show you guys what I'm looking for when I'm setting up with this strategy. So it looks like this is kind of already played out here, guys. The prices already intersect. We've had that turquoise line cross over the moving average, the white line there. We see a lot of red candles coming down. We've also got an oversold area, or we've got the stochastic lines that have been approaching the oversold level, which is going to be 20%. And so this has kind of already played out. So let's go ahead and switch to a different chart or a different asset. Same thing here. We've already intersected. The turquoise line has crossed over the white line, and it looks like the lines, the blue and the orange line, have already approached or have touched the oversold area on the stochastic, and it has already played out. This looks pretty good right here. This looks like that, yeah, so we've got the green line crossing over the white, and then we have the blue and orange lines on the stochastic on its way down. I'm going to wait for a little bit of a pullback there. If I can get just a little bit, there we go. Well, okay, I was a little bit late on that, but we do have 1 minute. Typically what I want to do, guys, is wait for more of a pullback on these Heikin-Ashi candles. We do have the dots above the price here indicating that we should start to see a downtrend. And then so therefore I'm pretty comfortable with the position for the most part. However, I kind of wish I would have caught that pullback a little bit better, but we're on our way down here, folks. Let's go ahead and wait this out and see what happens. We've got about 30 more seconds. Now we can start to see the blue line and the orange line down here on the stochastic. We can start to see that approach the 20% oversold area. So hopefully this will continue through. We've got about 18 seconds here, guys. We could re-enter at this point if we're getting really close, but I'm feeling pretty confident. We do have about 12 seconds. All indications are saying that this is going down. So we're going to go ahead and just wait this out. And we got about 4 seconds here, 3 seconds, and there we go. So there's a winner, and everything has worked out perfect. So now you're not going to win them all. This is not a 100% win rate strategy. There is no such thing as a 100% win rate. Now, if you find it very difficult at the moment to get those higher win rates and to stay profitable inside of Pocket Option, well, I do have a trade manager that I offer to all of the VIP members that are a part of my Telegram group. This helps you get profitable and stay profitable, even with a low win rate. What this trade manager is going to do is give you mathematical calculations. It's going to give you the trade amounts to enter inside of Pocket Option. It's going to give those amounts to you, so you don't have to think up, what's the size trade that I should use? If I have a loss, what's the next trade size going to be? This is not martingale. This is totally different. This is a very advanced trade manager that you can get, and even with multiple losses in a row. So if you have, like, for example, you have maybe 4 losses, 5 losses in a row, you can still come out profitable. You can compound your account. I also show different tips on how you can earn 5% per day using this trade manager. All of that information is inside of the VIP Telegram group. All right, let's go ahead and go back to the chart here. So this played out pretty well. The blue and the orange line here at the stochastic have reached the oversold area of 20% on the stochastic. Let's go ahead and choose a different chart and perform another trade here for you guys. This looks pretty good right here, but it looks like it's already crossed down here. You can see this, our green turquoise line that has crossed over the white line already. And you know what, guys? What I'll probably do is maybe thicken up that turquoise line a little bit. Let's just put that on 3 pixel width. So yeah, so that's going to show up a little bit better for you guys. That looks like it was a really good move, but we missed that move, but that's okay. I mean, there's plenty of opportunities. Okay, this looks pretty good right here. We do have a cross of the turquoise line over the white EMA. We have the orange and blue lines pointing in the direction of the 20% line on the stochastic. We do have a new dot, which tells me that we could be forming several dots on the parabolic SAR indicator. And we've got a little bit of a pullback there. I'm going to go ahead and we've got a line, we have a wick on the other side of that candle right there. It's not entirely a deal breaker, but we're just going to go ahead and enter anyway. That way I can get some trades for this video. Some of these videos can go on for a pretty good amount of time. And even though it might not be a perfect setup, or maybe at least 90% anyway, I'm still going to go ahead and take the trade just so I can show you guys what I would do here. We've got about 40 seconds, and we did get a crossover from that turquoise line crossing over the white. And those parabolic SAR dots are forming at the moment. Now, the only thing I'm looking at is this blue line that looks like it could be crossing over the orange. If that's the case, then we could see a pump here, and that could kick us out of the market. Okay, so that could still happen. We have about 15 seconds, and it hasn't moved that much within that amount of time. Now, hopefully we'll get a drop here because we're coming closer down here to the 20% mark, but we've got about 4 seconds, 3 seconds here. Might just barely make that. Guys, it looks like we had a loss there, but that's okay. Losses are going to happen. I'd be really curious on where this goes. Maybe we'll just come back to it. Let's go ahead and look for another setup. Okay, this looks pretty good right here. A little bit of hesitation, but we do have that turquoise looking like it's trying to cross over that, that white line EMA right there. We've got the parabolic SAR dots below the price, indicating that we could see an upward trend. The blue and the orange line on the stochastic look really good. If I get a little bit more of a pullback, there we go. That looks like a pretty good entry. I'm going to go ahead and go with that. And hopefully we'll get a good enough push here. And these two lines on the stochastic will reach that 80% mark. So we can go ahead and take a profit up there. Let's go ahead and wait this out and see what we got. Okay, we've got that blue line crossing over the orange line on the stochastic, so that could indicate that we could be going down momentarily. It's a little bit of a ways from our entry, guys, so we've got about 30 seconds to go here, 29 seconds, and it looks like this could end up being a loss if we don't get some kind of turnaround within the next 10 to 15 seconds. Looks like the next candle should be green after this flips over, but yeah, looks like we're going to have another loss here, guys. So let's go ahead and continue and find another setup. Okay, this looks pretty good. We've got 2 dots from the parabolic SAR up above here. Now, we almost got a crossover from this white line over the turquoise EMA. And it looks like we've got the orange and blue line on the stochastic that are going towards the 20% line on the stochastic. So I'm going to go ahead and wait for a little bit of a pullback here, because everything is pointing down at the moment. Give me just a little bit of a pullback, and I'm going to go ahead and enter. Let's see if we can get something here, guys, from that Heikin-Ashi candle. Yep, it's on a charge right now. It's on its way down. Doesn't look like I'm going to get that pullback that I want. It just continues to go down. We may have been a little bit late to the move. Oh, there's a little pullback there. I'm going to go ahead and jump in. Okay, so we've got 1 minute waiting for that orange and blue line to completely cover the 20% line on the stochastic. And it's on its way down. And hopefully we get a little bit more downward movement here. And we've got those green dots above the price on the parabolic SAR. And so we've got about 37 more seconds. And let's just go ahead and wait this out and see where it goes. The most important thing here is just to make sure that everything, as far as the indicators are concerned, are all lining up, showing you exactly what you should be seeing. and sticking to that and being consistent with that. If you do have losses, take the losses, keep going. On average, most indicators are going to give you between a 47 to 55% win rate. All right, so there's another win. So we did have a couple losses. We had 2 wins. So hey, there we go. We're about 50-50 on the strategy. Again, if you guys are having difficulty, if you keep seeing your balance inside a pocket option, just kind of maintain the same number, or maybe it's just slowly going down over time and you're really not gaining profits, well, reach out to me over on Telegram and we'll go ahead and set you up with the Wealth Warriors Trade Manager. And this will help you stay on track. It will give you some type of structure to keep you in the profits by using mathematical calculations. It's a really cool manager. I think you will absolutely love it. And so make sure to get back to me if you guys want to learn more about it. Okay, so that'll be it for this video. I wish you all the best of success. Go ahead and try this out. Let me know your results below. You all have a nice day. Take care. Hey everybody, Mark here. I have a question for you. Are you struggling to become profitable with binary options? Does it seem like no matter how many wins you get, your account balance is either going down or it just seems to stay in the same spot? Well, I've got a solution for you. It's called the Wealth Warriors Trade Manager, and it gives you the potential to make between 5 and 10% on your account every day. You could have multiple losses in a row and still come out profitable. And you guys know that, having proper risk management is your key to success with trading. And this trade manager gives you that edge that you need. So join the VIP Telegram group now and get access to all my premium calculators and spreadsheets. Now's the time. It's time to take your trading to the next level. You'll find the link below in the description of this video. Have a good day.